Everyone talks about healing as if it's a spa day for the soul. Nobody actually talks about the healing part where a part of you has to die. I'm not talking about your body. I'm talking about your identity. Identity death is imperative when it comes to the change, to the healing process. That version of you that was built to survive just can't simply come with you into the peace. When I started my healing journey, I thought I was fixing myself. I thought I was going to find the real me under all that noise. But the truth is, I wasn't finding myself. I was becoming someone I've never been before, a new me. If you really think about it, it's quite terrifying. Healing isn't about patching up the person that you are today. It's about outgrowing that person and becoming something new. It's about recognizing the personality traits, the habits, the opinions. Even the dreams were built on survival, and that is no longer who you are. Your identity, the one that you defend so fiercely, was built out of survival, not authenticity. When I got sober, I didn't expect to lose so much. Routines, people, little bits of chaos running on a loop of autopilot, but they've all gone. It felt like a very long time for me to be essentially mourning the person that I used to be, because obviously that's a familiar thing for me, and when you break free and you're totally doing a U-turn, you do second guess yourself. You do ask yourself questions and think, where's the fun part of me gone? But actually, you still got the fun part. It's just the tools that you used to use, i.e. alcohol, which then led to the people around you. Then people are only ever interested in being around you when alcohol's involved. You move the alcohol out of the equation, and all of a sudden these people are no longer to be seen, because for some reason you're no longer fun to be around. Not even just to meet up for a coffee date. But you cannot control anyone else. The only thing you can control is what you choose to do. So over time, I've just become okay with the way things are. It's much more peaceful. The chaos that comes with alcohol, not just the going out, the forgetting, the waking up the day after, the feeling absolutely deathly, and that lasts for days. Don't know about you, but the older you get, the worse them hangovers become. Then comes anxiety and guilt. Why did I do that? What did I say? Did I do anything stupid? People finding things that you did and said hilarious, which you'd never do had you not been influenced under the alcohol or whatever substance it might be. And it's just a vicious cycle, because comes with that is poor eating habits, poor choices, decision making. So to clean all that up, you're going to lose stuff, you're going to lose people, and you're going to lose parts of your life. But you're going to replace it with really good stuff too. You're going to replace it with things that give you clarity. You're not going to wake up feeling rough every day. You're not going to wake up and think, what the hell did I do yesterday? All that's gone. You now give yourself space to become somebody that you want to be proud of. Once you initiate the change, your brain literally goes through an identity crisis. New neural pathways start beginning to be created, and it starts to dismantle the old ones. So then your subconscious mind, or your unconscious as we call it in NLP, starts to panic because it doesn't understand who you are anymore without the struggling, without the stress, without the chaos, the anxiety, the guilt. because you've been wired up in order to live a life of survival on all of those really harmful hormones, then your body's like, what the hell's going on? Where is it all? Who are we? And that's why transformation begins, because your nervous system feels like it's grieving and your ego thinks you're dying, but actually you're being reborn. You're being recreated into something really beautiful. The best version of you, your highest self. So what actually dies in the identity death? Well, first of all, people pleasing. Secondly, you don't give a shit if you're liked anymore or not. You don't care. The addiction to keep control of everything, it's not a big thing anymore. All these things slip away and they become almost unimportant. You're not destroying who you are, you're releasing who you never really were to begin with. It hurts because identities are like a suit of armour. They keep you safe, but ultimately you can't evolve with the armour on, so it's time to take it off. So let's talk about how you let an identity go without losing yourself. Number one is awareness. Awareness is the ability to notice old patterns, old things that you used to survive. For instance, I'm never going to be able to do this. That's your ego that's talking. It's not the essence of you. Your ego is, until you have totally transformed your identity, your ego will keep on trying to push the button, attempting to pull you back to the old version of you. And it's only because it's so familiar to it. The more you resist and change the pattern, the more likely you are to change your identity completely. Number two is acceptance. Stop trying to be your old self. She does not need fixing. She just needs gratitude and release. That is all. Just be grateful for who you are. Every time you do something or say something or feel something that makes you feel elevated and good, accept it. And number three is embodiment. Embodiment means that once you've identified the direction that you want to take, the path, and leaving the old patterns behind, the old you, once you've figured out where you want to be and who you want to be, you start living your life as though it's already happened. Embodiment teaches your brain the emotion and the action match together, therefore they belong, and it's safe to do so, and eventually it will rewire itself in order to create a new pattern, create a new identity, a new path, and realise it's actually safe to do so. It's the biggest problem with the brain is that it holds on to the thought of survival all the time. It isn't wired there to make you happy. You are the only person on the planet that can make you happy. So if you don't attempt to make you happy, you cannot expect anyone else to. It's not going to happen. Only you can control you. An identity death is not the end. It's actually an awakening. It's bringing you into the best version of yourself. Who doesn't want to live like that? Some people are really addicted to the pattern of stress, to the pattern of guilt, the anxiety. They've been conditioned to think that way all the time, but it doesn't have to stay like that. Inner work really does push you forward, and before you know it, everything that you ever were is long gone, and everything that you're becoming, you love it. You just love how that makes you feel. It's just exciting to be alive. So if you think that you're in the thick of it, confused, emotional, why does it feel so heavy? It's not the end. This is the rebirth of you. You've just got to embody the way it feels and move forward. Whatever it is that feels like it's wrong will soon feel right. Just trust the process. Just let the old identity die. The best version of you is just round the corner. You're in touching distance. Don't let it slip away. If this resonated with you, then hit subscribe, because this space is for people who are done with being themselves, ready to reinvent themselves. So please share it with somebody who's ready to stop chasing the healing but start living in the transformation. We can do it together.